In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with y'all the top 3 stocks to keep in your watch list for this week. We're also going to look at some of the stocks that I've mentioned in the last video, and we're going to discuss the overall markets to get you guys ready as always. Alright, y'all, let's dive into the charts right off the bat. We got QQQ. And I'm going to use the ETF to start off, okay? Right now, it looks like the market is bouncing. There's a cluster right here of these 3 candles. It looks like a morning star. This morning star isn't at this bottom, which worries me just a little bit, all right? Also, keep in mind, we have the gap at the bottom at 408, at 407 right here. That still hasn't been taken care of. Okay, the next thing that again that is in the back of my mind that isn't really making me believe that this is the end of the bottom is the volume isn't that significantly higher. We haven't seen a major day where we've seen the volume higher than 75 million right here from this day. All right, so we haven't seen that also, so be careful and treat things day by day as we move forward during this week. A lot of stocks are reporting earnings. Some stocks that can actually really move the markets are reporting earnings this week. Stocks like Amazon and also stocks like Apple. So just keep that in mind, all right? And be very, very cautious. Day trading is more preferred during these conditions. Now, the first stock that I want to share with you guys in today's video, let me go on the 1 minute and we're gonna look at Billy. All right, I'm gonna clean up the chart. All right, so Billy, the reason why I want to share the stock with you guys is because of the daily chart. If we go right there and we zoom into this region, there's a bullish pennant on there that formed throughout the last month and a half, and it broke out. I believe this one broke out on the Wednesday. It was lagging compared to the other Chinese stock. I gave you guys Baba when it was at 70 last Sunday, and this Sunday I'm giving you guys Billy because it's lagging, and I still believe it has more room to the upside. All right, and given the fact that the futures right now are a little bit green, so we might see some money flow into the Chinese sector and push those stocks a bit higher, all right, before they start to stagnate. So watch Billy for a move all the way up to 15 bucks, either tomorrow or Tuesday, somewhere around here. I think you can make it. Yeah, the bullish pennant is there. It hasn't given me a reason to believe that it's fake or that it's misbehaving. If we zoom down to the 4-hour and we actually switch this to that, there you go. All right, it can still make it. It's still behaving. It's still moving above $12.75. It might play some games tomorrow. It might play some games on Tuesday, but as long as it doesn't really roll over and gets below this level of supports, I'm not too worried about it. We want the stock to chill here and not dip. If it drops, the play is done. The play is nullified, all right? Or it might just take weeks before going back up again. So just, that would be the most annoying thing. But for now, just monitor the stock for a move up to 15 bucks. Hopefully soon. All right. Now the next stock that we're going to discuss gold. We're gonna look at the gold futures this time, /GC. All right, and so far I believe the futures are down. Yeah, the futures are down by negative 0.44%, and the indices, which are up by a little bit. All right, this one is down by a little bit, and it doesn't surprise me at all. I've been talking about gold since, I believe, Wednesday. If you haven't been watching these videos, I've been warning you guys, prepping you guys up with gold to get you all ready for the drop that's coming. And I think it's coming. I think it's really, really near. If we look at the daily chart, this is the structure that happened on the futures breakout right here. These individuals, a lot of them are selling. Most of them sold in here. All right, they're really, really smart traders. They get out here. All right, and they're looking to get back in on a better deal. And the better deal for this is right here. For those of you who like to trade futures, again, better deal is right here at 2200 for the futures. Now, if we translate that to the ETF for the option traders, all right, but the ETF, this one should be a drop all the way down to 203 right here. All right, so keep this commodity in your watch list. It's down a little bit. It might fall down a little bit faster. All right, we might see this candle. I thought it would happen on Friday, but we're gonna have to shift this a little bit more to the right and set alerts right at 214.43, because that's where these individuals' stop losses are. Again, when it triggers, panic will ensue and we will see this thing flush down. Now, the next one that I want to share with all of you, this one is reporting earnings very, very soon, and it has a setup on there. This is the reason why I want to share it in this video, because of the setup on the chart. Is PayPal, and one of you mentioned PayPal in the comment section, which is another reason why I'm sharing it today. I took a look at it and I was like, this is interesting. Like, there could be massive moves on this stock. Now, the stock has been beaten down since the highs of 310. Let's see, this is a negative 83% drop at the all-time, well, at the recent lows. Okay, and right now we're only looking at an 80% drop. Negative 83 to negative 80. The stock is cooking as an ascending triangle. I see it. I like it. If earnings was not in the way, my alert will be set right here at $68.20. And as soon as it rings, I'm long all the way up to like 75, maybe even 80 bucks. Okay, so now with earnings being in the way, obviously that move, which would have taken a lot longer if we didn't have to deal with earnings. All right, that move might actually just do it. We might see the stock just jump all the way up to these highs from earnings if they report stellar earnings and market makers aren't super cruel and giving us IV crushes. You know, if you don't see any of that, then I wouldn't be surprised to see it spike all the way up there. It's either that or we see an IV crush where the stock goes nowhere and continues to cook down here until the time comes where this alert rings, and that will be the time to go long. So it's very complicated. It's really complicated. The setup is there. And like I always say, holding through earnings is 150% gambling. It is gambling, people. It is. All right. So I would just say be patient, and then on the day of earnings, make up your minds for yourselves. I'm not gonna tell you to gamble through it, and I'm not gonna tell you to just sit on your hands. Again, you make your own decision with the stock. I'm just here to show you the setup. All right. But just keep in mind, it is gambling, holding through earnings. Now, that is the third stock to keep on you guys' watch list. Now in updates, last week we had two stocks that kind of saved the market. We had Google, all right, and Google went right through the all-time highs. The all-time highs were from way back here at 151. See, from this earnings right here, it's kind of a similar situation where we have a big push up and then we get a bearish hammer right there. Okay, even though the futures market is a little green right now, this is a worry of mine that could happen with the same stock, Google. All right, I have the same worry that it's going to maybe pop a little bit. It shows a wick, but it closes the day red. and we close the day below the wick from before, below 169, and then the market tumbles, right? Which again, I still suspect that a lot of stocks have these gaps underneath that have to get taken care of before I'm really convinced that we're gonna run for months and months and months. I have to see that. But until then, I would tell you guys to take things day by day. And Google is sus, and I think it might fade this week. I think it might fade. And it left a gap below anyways. So that's my thoughts on this one. The other stock was Microsoft, which performed in a very mediocre fashion. It looks like a morning star. It's kind of sloppy. I'm not a fan of it. I'm really not. I think it's gonna play games and just wait for new structure to appear, I would say. Yeah, you just gotta wait for new structure. The good thing is volatility kicked into the stock, especially after earnings. That volume pretty much doubled from what it's been throughout the last month. Like we've seen 31 million, this is what, 40 million. But the average of these months is around like 20 million and 15 million. So there's gonna be some action. I would say keep your eyes on this one for just intraday structures to make some nice day trades, either on the way up or on the way down, depending on what structure the market provides. All right, so that's my honest thoughts on all of these stocks, and that is the end of the video. Do not forget to annihilate the like button as always. Again, I make these videos from Sunday to Thursday at exactly 10 p.m. Eastern time. This video is a little bit late, I know. I had to make some changes around here, right? Let me know what you think in the comment section. So also don't forget to subscribe and click on that notification bell. That way YouTube notifies you whenever I release these videos. If you'd like to be part of a private Discord community where you get all of this information in real time as I see them, you can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. Don't forget to follow me on social media at Paul and Guma and at Patternology Lab on Instagram and on X. And lastly, to get some free stocks with Webull, you can use the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in tomorrow night's video.